The city of Chicago is one of the oldest and most historical cities in the country. It's the largest city in the state of Illinois and the fourth largest city in the United States. It's located on the southwestern shore of Lake Michigan, and it's known as the Windy City because of Chicagoans' tendency to boast about themselves in their city. This name came about during the 1890s when Chicago and New York City were fighting over who was going to host the World Fair, and a New York reporter referred to Chicagoans as windy because they always showed off about themselves and their city. In 2008, Chicago was chosen as one of the final 4 global cities to host the 2016 Summer Olympics, and it's the only American city on the list. There's countless things to do in Chicago, and whether you like sports, hanging out at the beach, or shopping, I recommend doing all of the following while visiting. One of the most exciting things to do when I'm there is go to Navy Pier, which is located on Lake Michigan at the edge of the city. And it was built by David Burnham, who is also the architect that built the World Fair in 1893. It was originally named Municipal Pier, and it took $4.5 million and 2 years to build. It was the first and only pier to combine shipping and freight with family entertainment that includes shopping, dining, and recreation. During World War I, the pier was used to house numerous regiments of soldiers, Red Cross and home defense units, and also barracks for recruits. And in 1927, the pier was renamed Navy Pier in honor of those in the Navy who fought in the war. Eventually, the pier's freight and business operations ceased, and it was mainly used for entertainment purposes. In 1942, pilot training for World War II began at Navy Pier, and among the qualified pilots was George H.W. Bush, and over 200 World War II planes are at the bottom of Lake Michigan as a result of accidents during training. Today, Navy Pier includes Pier Park, which has the Ferris wheel, the wave swinger, the miniature golf course, and the carousel, and it also has the Children's Museum there and the IMAX Theater and tons of restaurants. Another attraction in Chicago is Lake Michigan, and it's the third largest of the Great Lakes. And there are 6 cities in Illinois on the coast of the lake. It's one of the only Great Lakes completely within the borders of the United States. And the sands are soft and white, and they're known as singing sands because of the squeaking noise they make when you walk on it due to the high quartz content of the sand. The water is always clear blue and cold and attracts many boaters, fishermen, and sand dune surfers. Chicago also offers things like dinner cruises on the lake, scuba diving, canoeing, kayaking, and all kinds of outdoor recreation activities. Also, Chicago has 12 museums, including a planetarium and aquarium. The Shedd Aquarium is one of my favorite museums in Chicago. It has a ton of exhibits like the Wild Reef Shark exhibit, the Waters of the World exhibit, and the Oceanarium exhibit, which has the beluga whales, the sea otters, dolphins, and sea lions. The Shedd Aquarium is located in Grant Park, which is also where the Field Museum and the Art Institute of Chicago are located. The Museum of Science and Industry is another personal favorite. There are hundreds of exhibits that appeal to children and adults alike. One of my favorite exhibits that's currently there at the museum is the Harry Potter exhibition, which has all kinds of wardrobe and props that have been used in all of the past Harry Potter movies, so it was pretty neat. Another exhibit I enjoyed was the Smart Home, which is a house built completely out of renewable and recyclable materials. And it also is based around being water efficient, energy efficient, and it uses green roof technology, which is plants covering the entire roof to help in the city with the oxygen and plant life. The Field Museum of Natural History is also one of the more popular museums in Chicago. The exhibits there are more focused on history, nature, and the civilizations of the world, and they include exhibits like the Ancient Americas exhibit, the Real Pirates exhibit, and also the Natural Disasters exhibit. The city of Chicago is beautiful and a really fun place to visit, and I've been going there on a yearly basis for my whole life, so I know a lot about the places to go and things to go see while you're there. It's really diverse, and I think that there's a lot of things for any type of person who visits to do. And museums, beaches, and Navy Pier are pretty much things that can appeal to anyone. And I think that Chicago should be on the top of everyone's travel destinations list.